Okay, awesome. So thank you guys for coming tonight. I know that we're changing the schedule a little bit. One note real quick. Can everyone please put their audio on mute? Should be in your left-hand corner. Awesome, awesome. Waiting for Ashley. Hi, Em. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Can you, Ashley, we can't see your face. Turn your video back on. just your mute. So Em, go ahead and put yours on mute as well.
Okay. Trying to get figured out on my phone here.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the phone for sure, but. Okay. Sorry, hang on one sec, guys. All right, sorry about that. Okay. All right, so that was recorded. That was fun. Okay. Oh, hi, Gina. Go ahead and put your audio on mute. We're going to start right now. Okay, so let me pull up my screen here. All right, you guys see that? All right. All right, thumbs up. You guys see it? All right, thank you. Okay, so we're going to talk tonight about overcoming obstacles, objections, not obstacles, in terms of replacing those objections with presenting value. So we're going to have that subject tonight, but first I wanted to recognize a couple of awesome coaches here. We've got our Success Club 10 rock stars. We have Stacy on the left, who finished the month with Success Club 17. And by the way, this is her very first month as a coach. And she actually, I don't know if it's going to show Thursday, but she just became an Emerald coach tonight. So that's really exciting. We'll officially announce that in the next team call. And then we've got Marion Green, who finished off, I want to say she probably, I think it was 36 for the month. So Success Club 36. So congratulations. Those two girls are not on the call tonight, but give a big shout out to them. We've got our Success Club 5 rock stars. So there's Ashley up in the corner here. Also her first month as a coach, and she rocked it at Success Club 6. Jennifer finished with 5. We've got Catherine, first month as a coach. She hit Success Club 6. We got Sam, who also rocked a 6. And then we've got Lindsay, who rocked a 7. So congratulations to all of you guys. As you know, for some of the newer coaches, I know this is going to sound a little unfamiliar, but trust me, you will understand this in the near future. But basically, when you're hitting Success Club 5 at a minimum, your business is growing. That is a true indication and should be a non-negotiable as a business builder, should be your non-negotiable goal every single month if you're looking to build your business. So congratulations to everyone that hit Success Club in the month of May. I don't know about you guys. We have someone that's not on mute. Who would that be? I can hear something. Okay, that's quieter. Okay, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll come back to it. Oh, yes. Hey, it was a hard month. That's what I was going to say. I don't know about you. I ended up with Success Club 18, but I'll tell you, it was a hard month. Like, I feel like I was pulling teeth to show value to everyone in what I was doing. It just, like, I think, I want to say probably like 5 days before the month ended, I was only at Success Club 8, and I fought tooth and nail for those 8 points. And then the next day, somehow I woke up and I was Success Club 14. And then all of a sudden, by the end of the month, I was Success Club 18. So with all, you know, we talk about this a lot, but it's a lot about those continuing relationships. Don't just, once you hit your goal, stop there, put your feet up and relax, because that's not what this is about. You're continuing to build relationships throughout this business, because what happened to me was, even though this month was hard, somehow one night I had 8, the next day I had 14, because a lot of the people that I had spoken to probably months ago all of a sudden then decided to buy a challenge pack. So it was something that I had been fostering for probably months. So those relationships are very important for you to continue to build, because you never know when those are going to come in fruition. And all of a sudden you're going to be up to 14 the next morning. Nice way to wake up. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I want to give a big welcome to the team. And Tracy, you did not make the slideshow only because you signed up an hour ago. And I made this yesterday. So I want to welcome Katrina, who is, she's rocking it with the 21-day fix. Welcome, Katrina. I've known Katrina for a very long time, junior high, actually. And so I'm super excited to welcome this beautiful face to the team. She is in one of my challenge groups and is literally smoking the program. So excited to have you. And then, of course, Miss Beautiful Ashley Blake over here, who is cooking a baby girl right now, and she's due very, very soon, who is a distant family member, cousin's stepdaughter, but she's in the family. And then Tracy is not on this list, but the beautiful Tracy, who is my cousin, is also on the team. And then we have another coach that just joined another few hours ago under Stacy. We don't have her on the call tonight, but we'll meet her next week. I'm sorry, the week after, but want to give a shout out to the new coaches to the team. So thank you for being on the call. These calls ask a lot of the coaches that regularly attend these. You know, we've got, gosh, 50 plus coaches, but you'll see the same faces over and over who attend these calls. And the people that attend these calls are the ones that get this free personal development that I put together for you every other week. So by showing up to these calls really shows your commitment. So make sure that you put this on your calendar because you'll see very straight line success for the coaches that are on the call and how their business is growing. So, all right, let's go into, gosh, Peter's not like me. June promotions. We are going to have a killer month, you guys. I've already set my head for it. My head is in the game. It's just the mindset. We have, before we go into the promotions, we've got a brand new Coach Basics. We have a brand new Push to Diamond. There's so much new energy in this team right now. We've got a lot of new coaches. I'm super, super stoked. And then the icing on the cake is that we have the 21-day fix and the 21-day fix extreme challenge pack for $140. I mean, that cannot get any cheaper. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a little bit, but that is a June promotion. So take notes. It's in your Coach Online office, but make sure that you know that. Also, the 21-day fix and extreme kickstart, which is the 21-day fix or the extreme with the 3-day refresh plus the Shakeology for $180. So you guys, if you have a client that or a customer that is really trying to maybe make a fresh start, they say, you know what, I really need to get my stuff together. I need the best possible way to get started in this. That would be the Kickstart package because they can do the 3-day refresh, do a total cleanse, get all that stuff out, and then start fresh. So keep that in mind. It's only $40 more than the regular challenge pack, and they're going to get a major, major reward out of that. And then, I don't know who listened to the National Wake Up Call. Hopefully all of you did, but we have the new Fixate, which is going to be the new 21-day fix guidebook, recipe book, whatever you want to call it, but it's got more recipes. It has a ton of desserts. She even put in some skinny cocktails, whoop, whoop, that are 21-day fix approved. So this is going to come out mid-July, but this is huge, you guys. I know there's recipes all over Pinterest and Google, but this is something that you can share with the people that are interested in this. We don't know the prices yet. I'm sure we'll really get it on our website soon, in about a month or so, but make sure you keep this in mind and you're talking to people about this. I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow threw it into a new challenge pack or something. It's kind of like a promotional deal, but this is really exciting. So, all right, going on to more June promotions. For those of you that are going to Summit, I know the new coaches, you don't know what Summit is, but you will very soon. We've got our Success Club party in Nashville. So keep in mind, if you are hitting Success Club 10 in May and June with a total of 25 points between the 2 months, you will have access to the Success Club party. So this is huge. Success Club parties is the best of the best. I want you there. I'm going to be there. I want you by my side. If you're going to Summit, this is the party that you want to attend. Make this a goal. Summit is phenomenal, but when you get to attend these special parties, it just gives you that validation of being a part of these top leaders. And it's really important to have that goal to work towards. Also, I don't know if any of you have looked into this, but create your summit experience. Now, this is a brand new thing here. I know none of you on the call had been to summit, so to you, this is like the norm. But now we've got 27,000 coaches going to Nashville next month. 27,000. There were 9,000 when I went last year in Vegas. That's how much this company is growing. So we have to kind of herd some cats here a little bit. So this summit experience is basically where you get to sign up for the workshops ahead of time. Because when I went last year, you had to wait in line. You had to go half an hour early. You had to make sure you were in the right line. It was chaos. But now you're going to be signed up. You pick what you want to do. You pick your workouts with your trainers. Everybody can go to the Super Saturday workout, which is there in Nashville. It's like thousands and thousands of people. But you get to sign up for the workouts with the trainers, which are the smaller sessions. And it's a fun way to be able to coordinate with your team too. So all of us that are going to be at Summit, we got to coordinate, hey, you go to this workshop and I'll go to this workshop. Because what was really cool last year was there was 4 of us, but there was more workshops than there were bodies. And so the girls and I made a list of all the workshops in our hotel room, and we designated people to go to each workshop. We all took notes, and then we traded notes. So it's really important to coordinate because you don't want to miss anything at Summit. Trust me, it's amazing. Get people like Melanie Mitro and Tara Carr and Amy Silverman and Micah Folsom and Anita Myron. All these people are going to be speaking to us about how they got to where they are. So you don't want to miss it. All right, and the last promotion here is if you hit Success Club 5, May or June, and you have a total of 10 Success Club points over both months, you win a call with Bo Eason. I posted a video in the team page about the power of your story. I don't know who of you in the call listened to that. Obviously not the new coaches, but this guy is phenomenal. He's a former NFL player. He started a public speaking business with Brandon Burchard, who is phenomenal, and he's just a great public speaker. You guys want to be on this call, trust me. So make that another goal. There's so many things that Beachbody is offering you when you hit your goals. So make sure that you have these written down. Make sure you know what you're working for. Have the roadmap to these rewards, guys. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about objections. I mean, we hear them all the time. And I'll tell you, if you haven't heard enough objections, you aren't asking enough people, right? Even the top coaches in the company hear more objections than they do yeses. And that's good, because every time you hear an objection, that's one more person that knows what you're doing, knows who you are, knows what you're about, and you're sending that message, and that's one more person that you can follow up with down the road. So the more objections, the better. I know that there's a fear that goes along with objections, but you know what? You got to let go of that. You got to let go of those objections because it's not personal. And this is what I like to tell a lot of the coaches is it's like you're inviting them to a fitness party. Like, hey, having a party over at my house. Not really, but like a challenge group. You guys want to come? It's casual. It's not personal. You got to get over that fear of objections, but we hear them all the time. And a lot of the ones that I hear are, I can't afford it. That's probably number one. It's not in my budget. It's just too hard. I'm a picky eater. I don't have time. We're going to hear them all the time. But what I wanted to talk about tonight was how to avoid the objections by creating value from the get-go. So instead of talking to someone, telling them, you just tell them about the program, you give them the basics, and like, this is what the program is, and just kind of give them the facts. You got to really come strong with the value. You really, really have to come up. You deal with the objections before they happen by presenting the value. Okay? So to get into a little more of the meat and the potatoes about this is challenge pack. So we know that's the best option for our customers. You've got, we have our nutrition, we have the Shakeology, and we have our fitness program. And the one key piece that I'm gonna focus on here is the actual affordability and how to get through those type of objections when people say, I can't afford it. So I wanna break it down for you here. Look at the 21-day fix. It's $140. This program for someone who is looking to get fit and healthy will actually save them money by far with anything that they're doing. So if you have someone, which I know I do a lot, well, I'm going to the gym and nothing seems to be working and I'm trying to eat healthy and whatnot, they can get a 21-day program that they can use over and over and over. I still use mine that I bought over a year ago. They can use that over and over again. And they get you as a coach, and they get their Shakeology, which comes to, if you're not a coach, it's like $4.60 a shake. Now tell me where you can get a healthy meal for that price. Now this is the kicker that really, really you need to focus on. People budget for food, right? They already budget for food. So this already fits into their budget. That's the beautiful part of this. So if they can get a meal for $4.60, or if they're a discount coach for $3.80 as a coach, or whatever details, it's $3.80 something, $3.80 for a meal. I mean, there's no way you can't afford that. And in fact, buying a challenge pack is going to be cheaper than going to the gym. It's going to be cheaper than a regular meal. So there's a lot of people that say I can't afford it, or I don't have it in my budget. Well, in fact, they do. But what this is about is replacing something, okay? So instead of adding to a budget, this is completely replacing something. You're replacing a gym membership. You are replacing an actual meal. I mean, it really is for the money-conscious person. If you think about it, Shakeology is the healthiest meal you can possibly get. You've got your digestive enzymes, you have your superfoods, you have your multivitamin, you have your proteins, you have your pre and your probiotics. If you bought all those things at Whole Foods and you tried to make your shake every day with all those things that are in there, it's like 3 trips to the salad bar. If you tried to make your own shake, you literally will spend hundreds of dollars a month, but not with Shakeology. So for $140, you are getting a complete workout program and a nutrition plan for $10. So how can someone say they can't afford $10, right? So it's really, I just try to change your mindset a little bit, because a lot of people say I can't afford it. And in fact, they can, but we need to focus on the value of replacing the challenge pack with what they're already doing. And the key piece to this also is that they're getting you as a coach. They're getting your accountability group. I mean, this package just has this all together. So if you see value in this, you are totally going to be unstoppable. I mean, think about it. How did it change your life? For those of you who have done the 21-day fix, I'm going to call out Katrina real quick here, because I can see her face and I know her results right now. She posted in our challenge group that she had lost 7 pounds. I mean, like in a week. So she can be a true testimonial to that. So when she's, dealing with some objections, she is able to talk about her own testimonial, and she can talk about, think about how are things different for you now? If you have been through this program and you have either lost weight, or you have learned how to eat clean, or you have, realized your portions, or you have pushed your body to a point that you didn't think you could in the beginning, those are valuable things. And with that value comes passion. And I know that a lot of you are very, very committed to the programs, because our 3 vital behaviors is what? Being proof of the product is one of them. So if you are truly proof of the product, you are able to see that value because you've had that experience. And I know we've talked about this before, and I apologize I'm talking too fast, but I'm trying to make sure we end on time. But we've talked about before is being that testimonial, the feel, the felt, the found. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, if someone, I'll tell you a perfect example. Someone comes to me and says, well, I can't afford it. This is how I deal with that. I understand how you feel. It's kind of hard to spend that money up front. But what I found, or sorry, I wrote that wrong, felt, found. I felt the very same way you did. It was really hard for me to put that money forward. But what I found was that I was able to replace a meal with Shakeology, and it was cheaper than anything else that I already had in my house. And in fact, I just had that instead of getting my muffin and my latte at Starbucks, and I ended up saving myself $3 every morning, and also saved myself about 6 to 7, maybe 800 calories. So I totally know how you feel, because I felt the same way. And I also found that I was spending $65 on a gym membership when I just got the 21-day fixed nutrition plan and a workout for $10. So really, it's about being your own testimonial, sharing your own experience, sharing your story, connecting with that person, understanding the value, and then identifying with what they're feeling. So, all right. I know that was quick, you guys, but I wanted to make sure. We got 8 minutes. I did it. Okay, so we do have 8 minutes left. I wanted to, now that we have 8 minutes, I do want to open the floor for you guys. I thought I was going to run over time, but you can go ahead and take your microphones off mute. And if anyone has any questions, let's do that. All right, well, there we go. Rebecca, did you have something to say?
I was just going to ask, with the challengers that I've had in my groups, the biggest struggle that they are facing because they're not doing the 21-day fix is the portion control. And one of the challengers that I've had that wasn't losing any weight, I found out that she was just like stress eating on the side. And she wasn't telling me about any of the food that she was eating. So she's not losing weight, but she was frustrated with me because it wasn't working because she was eating on the side more than what she was supposed to. Is there a way that, like, I don't know, this is just a thought, but they have the 21-day fix containers. I can implement that into doing any group. Like I can suggest that for challengers to get.
Absolutely. And that's why I use the example of the 21-day fix, because you're able to use that, the value of that, because nutrition, as most of us know, is 80% of the battle. It really is. Yeah. And if someone is telling me I'm doing T25 and I'm not losing weight, my first thought is, well, 1, you're either lying to me, or 2, you're eating like crap. So the reason why I use the example of the 21-day fix is because you do have that combination there. And so what I would suggest for this particular girl is she on Shakeology?
She was, yeah.
And she's not anymore?
She quit after she, the whole unfriending people and deleting Facebook, all that.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
yes. So that's
her situation. Gotcha. In any other situation, I would get her back on Shakeology, because all that stress eating, she can replace one of those crap meals with her Shakeology. Maybe she's shoving peanut butter and chocolate, in her face because that tastes really good, because, doesn't it? I do it. So, but you could replace that with the chocolate Shakeology, and it's going to be a lot cheaper. And it's also going to be a healthier version of stress eating. So that's one way to approach that. And then also have her do the containers. You could absolutely add the containers to any workout.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking about suggesting to people, because that's something I can't, even with the nutrition guides, I'm just struggling keeping people on track without having portion control.
Right. Portion control is absolutely vital. It really is. And so, you'll hear me a million times talk about the 21-day fix, and it's not necessarily the workout that I'm talking about. It's the portion control. Yeah. Big time.
Okay.
So, and I can see a lot of you shaking your head. You know the value of that. Most of you have felt the difference in your own body by doing that program. And that's when I said, like, when you know the value in that, like, I get fired up about that kind of stuff. Like, you're unstoppable. If someone tries to talk to you and tries to argue with you about it, I guarantee you're going to have a good argument back. That's value. That's passion about it. All right. Anyone else? We've got 5 minutes. All right. Well, I know it's a little shorter than normal, but like I said, we've got East Coast folks tonight, and I want to make sure that they can stay awake for it, especially one about ready to give birth. So, all right, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and post in the team page, start a thread, and we'll go ahead and answer that way. Otherwise, like I said, we're doing the calls every 2 weeks to kind of give everyone a break during the summer. I know that a lot of people have trips planned, as do I, and I think it's just a lot easier during the summer to meet every other week. And otherwise, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks, if not sooner individually. All right? Bye.
Bye.